Last spring at her studio, a woman I'm fond of told me something that stayed with me. She's 49, owns an interior design firm in Chicago, and dresses with the kind of effortless precision that suggests she's never bought on impulse. I was looking at the shoe rack in her office closet. There were 7 pairs. I said, "Is this all of them?" She said, "These are the only ones that matter. Everything else I have owned over the years was noise." I asked her what she meant by noise. She said, "Isabel, I spent the first 15 years of my adult life buying shoes for outfits. A shoe for this dress, a shoe for that occasion, a shoe for the event I was not sure I was even attending. And every morning I stood in front of 40 pairs and felt like I had nothing to wear." She paused. "Now I have 7, and I have never once stood in front of them uncertain." I have heard versions of this from nearly every woman I know who has arrived at what I would call wardrobe clarity. That particular quality of a woman whose style looks considered at every level, from the coat to the floor. It always comes back to the shoes. Because the shoe is the element most women get most wrong. Not because they buy badly, because they buy specifically for occasions, for outfits, for trends, rather than foundationally. A shoe that goes with everything does not happen by accident. It is chosen with an intelligence that most women were never taught. 7 of them. What they are, why they work, what to look for when you buy. And I am giving every single one of them to you today. 1, the black leather loafer. Flat, structured, with a defined sole. I want to begin here because the loafer is the shoe that has done the most quiet work in the wardrobes of elegant women across Europe and the United States for the better part of a century, and is still the most consistently underestimated shoe a woman can own. Not the fashion loafer, not the chunky-soled, logo-adorned, trend-driven version that arrives in collections and disappears 18 months later. The classic black leather loafer with a defined sole, a structured upper, and a silhouette that has not changed meaningfully since the 1950s. This shoe works with tailored trousers, with straight-leg jeans, with a midi skirt and a blazer, with a suit, with a shirt dress, with wide-leg trousers in the way almost no other flat shoe does. In Italy, where the loafer originated as a professional staple and has never left, it is considered as foundational to a woman's wardrobe as a white shirt. In the United Kingdom, the black leather loafer on a professional woman is so consistent a sighting that it reads as a quiet marker of seriousness. In France, it is the flat of choice for women who want to look effortlessly composed without attempting it. What to look for? A genuine leather upper that will develop patina rather than crack. A sole with weight, not a thin, flexible sole that collapses underfoot. A toe that is neither too pointed nor too round. A slightly almond shape is the most universally flattering. Brands that do this correctly at accessible price points include Clarks, Base, and G.H. Bass. At the investment level, Gucci, Tod's, and Church's. The signal: she did not dress for today, she dressed for a life. 2, the Nude pump, in the woman's specific skin tone. This is the shoe most women own a version of, and the version most women own is wrong, in a way that costs them the shoe's most powerful quality. The Nude pump does not work because it is beige. It works because, when matched correctly to the woman's specific skin tone, it extends the leg line visually without interruption, creating a lengthening effect that no other shoe replicates. The mistake most women make is buying the same nude, a pale, pink beige, regardless of their own skin tone. A shoe that reads as nude on a fair-skinned woman reads as pale and disconnected on a medium or deeper skin tone. The shoe must match the woman, not the concept of nude. Brands that have addressed this specifically: Christian Louboutin's Nudes collection, which offers the style in 7 skin tone gradations. At accessible price points, Aldo and Nine West both offer nude pumps in a range of tones worth exploring. The heel height, between 2 and 3.5 inches, is the most universally wearable range, high enough to create the line, low enough to maintain the ease of movement that composure requires. This shoe works under trousers, under a dress, with denim and a blazer in the way that makes the denim read as intentional, with a midi skirt in a way that makes the skirt read as elegant rather than conservative. In the United States, this is the shoe that professional women in the highest rooms reach for most consistently for formal occasions. In France, the nude pump in the correct skin tone is considered so fundamental that French stylists often treat its selection as the first decision of an outfit, not the last. The signal: the details of what I wear were chosen for me, not for the general category of woman. One thing before we continue: every product I reference on this channel, I curate into a personal collection on my Amazon storefront, organized by category. Everything on that list is there because I would recommend it to a woman I care about. The link is in the description. It is the first thing you'll see. Go explore it at your own pace. And now, back to what we were discussing. 3. The white or cream leather sneaker. Clean, minimal, unbranded. I want to be very specific about this one, because the sneaker as a wardrobe foundation is a nuanced conversation, and the version that works is a precise one, not the athletic sneaker, not the running shoe worn with anything other than running clothes, not the heavily branded, heavily logoed sports shoe that reads as gym adjacent regardless of what it is worn with. The white or cream leather sneaker with a minimal silhouette, a clean sole, and no visible branding beyond the most discreet logo placement. This shoe has earned a permanent place in the wardrobe of elegant women across every major city in the world. In Copenhagen and Stockholm, where the standard of everyday dressing is arguably the highest in the world for its quality-to-fuss ratio, the minimal white leather sneaker worn with tailored separates or a clean dress is not a casual choice. It is a considered one. In Paris, the white sneaker worn with a straight-leg trouser and a tucked silk blouse is as established a combination as the loafer and wide-leg trouser. What to look for? A leather or leather alternative upper that can be cleaned and maintained. A sole that is white or cream throughout, not a contrasting colored sole that dates the shoe. A silhouette that is slim enough to work under a trouser hem. Brands. Common projects for the investment level. 𝐒𝐲𝐈𝐬𝐵, which is widely worn across France and the UK for the mid-range. New Balance 550 in white leather for the accessible option. This shoe works with denim, with linen trousers in summer, with a tailored midi skirt, with a shirt dress in a way that makes the dress read as relaxed and intentional simultaneously. The signal. I am at ease in every register. Casual and composed are not opposites in my wardrobe. 4. The pointed toe kitten heel in black or cognac. The kitten heel is the shoe that most women either love completely or have dismissed entirely, usually based on a version they encountered that did not represent the category at its best. At its best, the kitten heel, a heel of between 1 and 2 inches, slim, in a pointed toe silhouette, is one of the most elegant and versatile shoes a woman can own. It provides height without the physical cost of a higher heel. It maintains the ease of movement that composure requires. It dresses up a simple outfit without the formality of a full pump. Audrey Hepburn understood this. Grace Kelly understood this. The women in the highest rooms in Rome and Milan, where shoe culture is more sophisticated than almost anywhere else in the world, have never let this shoe leave their wardrobes. In the United Kingdom, the kitten heel on a professional woman is read as a signal of refined taste rather than a compromise between heels and flats, which is exactly what it is when chosen correctly. What to look for? A genuine leather upper in black or cognac. A pointed toe that is elegant rather than aggressively sharp. A soft point, not a stiletto point. A heel that is slim but not fragile. Brands: Manolo Blahnik for the investment, Banana Republic and J. Crew for the accessible option. This shoe works with tailored trousers, with a pencil skirt, with a midi dress, with wide leg trousers in the way that grounds the silhouette without weighing it down. The signal: I have arrived at my own elegance, and it does not require explanation. 5. The knee-high boot in dark brown or black leather. A quality knee-high boot in a dark leather is one of the most powerful wardrobe investments a woman can make, and one of the most consistently underinvested in. Not the fashion boot, not the Western-influenced boot of the current season, or the square-toed boot of the season before. The classic, straight-shaft knee-high boot in a genuine leather with a heel between 1 and 2.5 inches, in a dark brown or black that will remain elegant across a decade of wear. This boot works in a way that no other shoe does in autumn and winter. It works under a midi skirt in a way that is simultaneously elegant and grounded. It works with straight leg trousers, with the trouser tucked in a way that creates one unbroken line from hip to floor. It works with a dress, with tights, in a way that elevates the entire outfit by adding structure at the leg. In France, the leather knee-high boot is a wardrobe fixture that French women treat with the same permanence as a cashmere coat. It is not a trend purchase. It is a standing investment. In the United Kingdom, particularly in cities like London and Edinburgh, the knee-high leather boot on a woman in professional or social settings reads as a mark of considered style that has nothing to do with trend. What to look for? A shaft that is slim enough to sit close to the leg, not wide enough to gap. A leather upper that is thick enough to hold its shape when worn. A heel that is stable enough to walk in on cobblestones, because European cities will test every boot eventually. Brands? Stuart Weitzman's Highland boot is the benchmark. At accessible price points, Sam Edelman and Vince Camuto offer excellent options. The Signal? I dress for the season I am actually in. Completely. Without compromise. 6. The Block Heel Mule, in a neutral leather. The Mule, a backless shoe in a block heel between 2 and 3 inches, is the shoe that surprises most women with how much work it does across the widest range of outfits. A backless shoe reads as effortless. A block heel reads as stable and composed. The combination, in a neutral leather, in tan, camel, black, or a warm cream, creates a shoe that is simultaneously relaxed and polished in a way that very few other silhouettes achieve. This shoe works with wide leg trousers in a way that creates the most elegant proportion available at the hem. It works with a slip dress, with tailored crop trousers, with a linen suit in summer, with denim and a blazer in the way that makes the entire combination read as considered rather than casual. In Italy, the Mule is a fixture of everyday dressing across every age group and every social register. Italian women wear it with a suit as readily as with weekend dressing, because in Italian-style culture, the effortlessness of the shoe is the point, not a compromise. What to look for? A heel that is genuinely blocked, wide enough at the base to provide stability, rather than a narrow heel marketed as a block. A leather upper that is clean and undetailed, minimal hardware. Brands, by far, produces the most consistently elegant version of this shoe. At accessible price points, Steve Madden and ASOS Design offer solid options in neutral leathers. The Signal. Effortlessness in my wardrobe is not an accident. It is a decision I made at the point of purchase. 7. The Flat Leather Sandal. Minimally strapped, in tan or black. And we end here, because the flat leather sandal, chosen correctly, is the shoe that elegant women reach for in warmer months with the same confidence that they reach for the loafer in cooler ones. Not the heavily embellished sandal. Not the platform sandal. Not the sandal with so many straps that the foot disappears beneath them. A minimal flat leather sandal, 2 or 3 straps at most, in a genuine leather, in tan or black, is the shoe that works across every summer and warm weather wardrobe context without asking anything of the outfit around it. It works with a linen dress, with wide leg linen trousers, with a tailored midi skirt, with denim shorts and a silk blouse in a way that makes the combination read as resort rather than casual. In Greece and Italy, where the leather sandal has been refined over centuries into something close to an art form, the minimal flat sandal on a woman of any age is read as an expression of confident simplicity. The Capri sandal, the Positano sandal, the sandals made by hand in the ateliers of the Amalfi Coast. These are the standard the category aspires to. In the United States, this is the shoe most women replace with a trend sandal each summer, and most women are less well-dressed for it. What to look for? Genuine leather straps that will soften with wear rather than crack or stretch. A footbed that provides support without a visible sole that reads as orthopedic. A hardware detail, a simple gold or silver buckle that is minimal and does not date. Brands, ancient Greek sandals and 𝐒𝐿𝐴 for the mid-range. Madewell's leather sandal collection for the accessible option. At the investment level, Manolo Blahnik's 𝐒𝐲 flat sandal. The Signal. My warmth weather wardrobe is held to the same standard as everything else I own, without exception. Here is what all 7 of these shoes have in common. Not one of them was chosen for a specific outfit. Not one of them was purchased for a single occasion. Not one of them belongs to a trend that will require replacing within 2 seasons. They were chosen for a wardrobe, for the complete picture, for the woman who understands that the shoe is not the final thought of an outfit, it is one of the first decisions. The woman whose shoe wardrobe is built on these 7 foundations never stands in front of her closet uncertain. She reaches, she chooses, and the outfit below the ankle always confirms what everything above it has already communicated, that this woman knows who she is, that every element of what she is wearing was decided, that the room she is walking into is about to receive someone who has already answered every question the room was going to ask. That is what 7 Right Shoes does. Nothing more, nothing less. Your assignment: look at your shoe wardrobe today, not to add, to audit. Ask one question about each pair. Does this shoe make every outfit it touches more intentional, Or does it only work with specific things? The pairs that only work specifically, they are not wrong to own, but they are not the foundation. Identify the gaps in your foundation. Pick one. Fill it correctly, once with patience with the standards we discussed. Then come back and comment, I identified my gap, it is 𝐤𝐮, and here is what I am looking for. I read every comment. The women in this community who build their wardrobes with this kind of deliberateness are the ones whose style shifts permanently, not seasonally. I want that for you. This is Madre. If this is your first time here, you have just found something. The women in this community call themselves the undeniables. You will understand why within 1 week of being here. Subscribe. Not for me, for the woman you are in the process of becoming. She deserves every piece of this. Until next time, to every woman watching, you are not here by accident. You are an undeniable. Act like it, Isabel.